Have to hold on to that one for today. Hey guys, DRJ here. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys another gaming story. And yeah, kind of the last one. Oh wow, I don't know if I'm laughing or crying already before it starts. So today I want to talk to you guys about my first the first time going to a gaming competition LAN tournament shitstorm. So back in the day, as everybody knows, I used to play a game called Battlefield 1942. It got pretty big, and as a result, supposedly like the largest West Coast LAN, I don't really know how you compare that stuff, put that on its list of games that they were going to have a tournament for. I found out because it's local, I'm in Oregon, and it was the PDX West Coast LAN, and figured I would go down and see what I could do there. Oh my god, this is just a ridiculous story. Ridiculous times, ridiculous memories. And so I mean my team members are scattered all around the United States, so I didn't really think there was much of a possibility of them flying over to play with me. But they had some decent, it looked like, prizes that were up. I think they had like somewhere around $100,000 in cash and prizes being given away. So I was like, well, yeah, I'm gonna go. I mean, what are the chances I'm gonna lose? So I go and I join a random group of guys, and it was a very, very, very strange time there. You know, I think I walked in and like every stereotype for, you know, man, I don't want to bash gamers because I have a gaming channel, but like every possible nerdy, stinky, smelly, overweight stereotype basically just slammed me in the face the moment I walked through the door, and I was a little appalled. This was reinforced by the fact that I got a what was it, like a little card in my my gift bag or whatever it was that they gave me that said something like, this year they will be allowing you to anonymously report your neighbor for it's just, it sounds so embarrassing, for smelling too bad, and they will force him or him to take a shower. I was like, what the fuck have I gotten myself into? So the guys that I joined up and played with, like they were definitely, they were a blast. We had a lot of fun together. They were pretty funny guys. To be honest, I don't want to promote drugs here, but in between rounds we were definitely going out and taking a few hits off the old peace pipe in between rounds, and it was a lot of fun. I think the best part, that part was great. The part where it's just an utter atrocity, and I still cannot wrap my mind around what exactly happened. Let's see here. Long story short, I cock-stomped everybody and we won, and I really wasn't surprised, but there was so much outcry. People were so upset with how how they'd been demolished, basically, that they complained to like the director of the whole thing and had me banned from going back, and I was absolutely shocked. I remember like being halfway in the middle of this tournament, and we're in the middle of a match, and like some guy who apparently I had just rifle stomped got up and started screaming out like, "Who is WaldoDude?" And and before long, people were like running around to people's different machines looking for that tag, and they found me, and I had, I don't know, like 50 people standing behind my screen looking at it, trying to figure out how, I guess it is, I was doing what I was doing. Basically the secret was in Battlefield, like I think my specialization was infantry, that's what I was the best at, but I had started picking up other things like tanking and flying along the way, and in that tournament I knew that the single best way to impact like the overall outcome of the match was probably going to be through flying, and so I flew for my team on any map that had planes, which was most of them, and I think through absolute air superiority and domination we just crushed them and murderized everybody. So anyway, back to the whole thing. Supposedly, when I had played the finals match, which by the way was just a total shit show, they set us up on like custom monitors and computers, and then they used LCD monitors. And if you don't know, you have to be really, maybe it's not as important anymore. This was like what, 8 years ago or something. But especially at the time, LCD monitors were something that were still relatively new, and they had the worst like screen tearing and ghosting and all sorts of things. It looked like when I got into my plane and started flying it, it was literally like it would give me a snapshot of where I was flying every 2 seconds or something like that. It was terrible. It was completely unplayable. You had to get out and do something that wasn't quite so graphically intensive in order to stand a chance. And that was for the finals match. So they basically took out our big ace in the hole for that one. I mean, nobody could fly a plane. Even on the ground it wasn't great, but planes were just impossible. We did end up winning, and then that match was like, the finals match was at like 3 or 4 in the morning. It was something ridiculous. It was pitch black in there, and supposedly I didn't shake a couple guys' hands, and that was like the straw that broke the camel's back, essentially. And that's what they used to complain about me to the director. I think what I felt more than anything was that it seemed like it was a bunch of guys that had been going to this LAN for a long time, this computer tournament for a long time, and they had always been winning. And then basically I came in as an outsider and murdered everybody there, and they were very upset. There was also a really big complaint about me that I came there. This just doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make sense. I can't believe I'm actually saying this right now. There was a big complaint about me that I went there to compete in a tournament and I didn't go there to make friends. And I mean, they're not completely wrong by saying that. Like, I had met some guys that I thought, you know, we had a lot of fun together. But no, I didn't go there necessarily to make friends. I joined a computer tournament to win. Like, what else do you go there for? Like, I mean, yeah, hopefully you can have a fun time and not make enemies. But I went there to win, and they were just ridiculously upset. And I got this big email from, like, the director of the thing saying that, like, as a result of my poor sportsmanship, which, by the way, he hadn't heard my side of the story, as a result of my poor sportsmanship and not shaking teammates' hands and not being there in the spirit of the LAN and things like that, that I wasn't allowed to come back. And I was just absolutely shocked. You know, I think it felt like it was like the epitome of, like, say, like the home team advantage, like the home team refs and everything like that. I was absolutely blown away. I did not know what to say. I know that while that tournament went on over the course of several days, after we had murdered a few of the first teams, that you know, I was going around and pubbing, and obviously on the LAN that they had set up there, and people were using my name and doing, you know, dickhole things and at the LAN there, you know, trying to, I guess, smear me or something like that, smear campaign against me. I was shocked, and then, like, you know, you go read the forums and everybody was bitching about what an asshole, what a jerk I was, and how rude, and what a dick, and why would I possibly do something like this? And I had never met or talked to any of these people, and just the whole thing, you know, everything from being told that I had to report my neighbors if they were smelling too bad, to being banned from a LAN for winning and going there when it was a tournament. I just didn't know what to think. I was just like, what the fuck? Totally bizarre experience. Really soured my taste and my idea, I guess, of what I guess, like, professional or maybe more serious gaming tournaments, competitions. Really turned me off to the idea of, I guess, wanting to be like a pro gamer or something like that. It seems so weird to even say that. I did actually, it rolled around next year, and I did email the director, and I asked him to reconsider, given that it was all bullshit, and he was informed me that he would potentially allow me back in if all these other circumstances were met. Long story short, I was able to go back, and this time I brought in actually teammates from mine at the time, and we beat everybody's ass a million times worse than we did the first time around. But that was the last time I ever went to a LAN, and it was a shit show. I mean, it was an absolute shit show. So there's another one of my many gaming stories for you guys, hopefully to enjoy. As usual, any questions, comments, hopefully not too many critiques, let me know.